right, here's some Q posts. This is from February 17th at 5:34 a.m. Clown agency, the CIA. No such agency, the NSA. RIP JFK. We will succeed. Pyramid will collapse. Think shell. Q. This was yesterday at 1:07 p.m. Never gotten over the fact that Obama was able to send $1.7 billion in cash to Iran and nobody in Congress, the FBI, or Justice called for an investigation. Reread Crumbs. What is the reason this is being brought back up? There is a purpose for every tweet and crumb dropped. Follow the money. Future proves past. The Great Awakening. No escape. No deals. Trust the plan. Happy Sunday. Q. 2:49 p.m. Trust Sessions. Trust Ray. 2018 will be glorious. Q. 3:07 p.m. Thoughts of the current President of the United States. Hillary Clinton should have been prosecuted and should be in jail. Instead, she is running for president in what looks like a rigged election. Yesterday, 4:49 p.m. Gannett is also located in McLean, Virginia. Coincidence? Just the tip. This page is sponsored by Bill Gates. Google. Effing Google. Epic? Looks like the Russian Gannett thing, walnut sauce sign that the autist dug up. Little Kids Foundation. Global Ambassador. India 2017. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Microsoft. Google. 100% grass-fed protein. Epic. And then we got the Seal of Saturn, whole 9 yards right there. Meet the Little Kids Global Ambassadors, India 2017. This was yesterday at 5:41 p.m. At Snowden, where are you? Not Russia. Eyes on. You are now a liability. Helping at Jack from Twitter, Jack Dorsey. Protect Deep Dream. V2A. We will never forget. ES failed. Eric Schmidt. Eric Schmidt failed. Where is he? John Perry Barlow. Define the end. The day of reckoning is upon us. John 3:16. Q. Yesterday at 5:57 p.m. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Protect 6:14 through 46. Protect 6:14 through 46. Q plus. Yesterday at 6:08 p.m. Received. Confirmed. Good. Q. Yesterday at 6:12 p.m. Go with God. The clock is activated. Q. Yesterday at 6:15 p.m. Clean action approved. Highest authority. Yesterday at 6:15 p.m. For God and country. Yesterday at 6:20. For God and country. Yesterday at 6:29 p.m. Testing if I can reply on here now. Yesterday, 6:33. Anonymous. So what is this here? Is this a different trip code? While I am of no religious alignment, but that of a creator and that of humanity, you all have my genuine intent of well-being, safety, and success. Yesterday at 6:38 p.m. Thank you for everything, Q. We the people would do our best to not let you down. Take care. Yesterday, 6:39 p.m. Name fagging, INC. 6:41 p.m. Trusty. Trusty? Trip check. Hi, Stormbot. So shout out to Stormy right there. Yesterday at 6:46 p.m. WTF is going on. Why the F would Q do this if he could reply to us at Q Research? Are trips working here? Oh, for F's sake. WTF is going on. Why the F would Q do this if he could reply to us at Q Research? Are trips working here? Q posts. Everyone using Stormbot 2.0. You may have noticed a recent influx of Q posts with the wrong trip code. Do not be alarmed. This was intended in case Q used the board, Great Awakening, to change his trip. The bot is collecting all trip code posts on the board and we're posting them just in case. Sec test. Just testing updates for news for Stormbot 2.0 Q post without pinging the role associated. New form of communicating mass news with everyone involved. Enjoy and stay safe, Patriots. Mayday, attack on administration admin, happening Apache, active. Check your security. Mayday, attack on admin, happening Apache is active. Check your security. All right, what's going on? It's 6:45 a.m. Pacific Coast time, which is 9:45 a.m. on the East Coast. This is Donald Trump's Twitter. 1 hour ago, he said, "Have a great but reflective President's Day." 10 hours ago, just watched a very insecure Oprah Winfrey, who at one point I knew very well, interview a panel of people in 60 minutes. The questions were biased and slanted, the facts incorrect. Hope Oprah runs so she can be exposed and defeated, just like all the others. 19 hours ago, my great friends from NASCAR are having their big race today, the Daytona 500. Brian France and the France family are special people. Enjoy the race. 21 hours ago, thank you to Kevin Starr, former independent counsel, Whitewater, for your insight and powerful words on FISA abuse, Russian meddling, etc. Really great interview with Marissa Bartimoro. 1 day ago, great pollster John McLaughlin now has the GOP up in the general congressional ballot. Big gain over last 4 weeks. I guess people are loving the big tax cuts given them by Republicans. The cuts the Dems want to take away. We need more Republicans. The fake news of big ratings loser CNN. If it was the goal of Russia to create discord, disruption, and chaos within the United States, then with all the committee hearings, investigations, and party hatred, they have succeeded beyond their wildest dreams. They are laughing their asses off in Moscow. Get smart, America. Big night. Largest ever Dallas County GOP Reagan Day Diner. As I told the crowd under President Trump, promises made, promises kept. America is back and we're just getting started. That was by Pence. Now that Adam Schiff is starting to blame President Obama for Russian meddling in the election, he's probably doing so as yet another excuse that the Democrats, led by their fearless leader, crooked Hillary Clinton, lost the 2016 election. But wasn't I a great candidate? I never said Russia did not meddle in the election. I said it may be Russia or China or another country or group, or it may be a 400-pound genius sitting in bed and playing with his computer. The Russian hoax was that the Trump campaign colluded with Russia. It never did. Finally, Liddy Adam Schiff, the leaking monster of no control, is now blaming the Obama administration for Russian meddling in the 2016 election. He is finally right about something. Obama was president, knew of the threat, and did nothing. Thank you, Adam. Never gotten over the fact that Obama was able to send $1.7 billion in cash to Iran, and nobody in Congress or the FBI or Justice called for an investigation. Huge. General McMaster forgot to say that the results of the 2016 election were not impacted or changed by the Russians, or that the only collusion was between Russia and crooked Hillary Clinton, the DNC, and the Democrats. Remember the dirty dossier, uranium, speeches, emails, and the Podesta Company. Very sad that the FBI missed all of the many signals sent out by the Florida school shooter. This is not acceptable. They are spending too much time trying to prove Russian collusion with the Trump campaign. There is no collusion. Get back to the basics and make us all proud. Just like they don't want to solve the DACA problem, why didn't the Democrats pass gun control legislation when they had both the House and Senate during the Obama administration? Because they didn't want to. and now they just talk. I have seen all of the Russian ads, and I can say very definitively that swaying the election was not the main goal. Rob Goldman, vice president of Facebook ads. And Goldman says right here, most of the coverage of the Russian meddling involves their attempts to affect the outcome of the 2016 U.S. election. I have seen all the Russian ads, and I could say very definitively that swaying the election was not the main goal. The fake news media never fails. Hard to ignore this fact from the vice president of Facebook ads, Rob Goldman. The majority of the Russian ad spent happened after the election. We shared that fact, but very few outlets have covered it because it doesn't align with the mainstream media narrative of Trump and the election. Funny how the fake news media doesn't want to say that the Russian group was formed in 2014, long before my run for president. Maybe they knew I was going to run, even though I didn't know. Deputy AG Rod Rosenstein stated at the news conference, "There is no allegation in the indictment that any American was a knowing participant in this illegal activity. There is no allegation in the indictment that the charged conduct altered the outcome of the 2016 election." Charges deal Don a big win, written by Michael Goldwyn of the New York Post, succinctly states that the Russians had no impact on the election results. There was no collusion with the Trump campaign. She lost the old-fashioned way, by being a terrible candidate. Case closed. Melania and I met such incredible people last night in Broward County, Florida. We'll never forget them, or the evening. Our entire nation, with one heavy heart, continues to pray for the victims and their families in Parkland, Florida. To teachers, law enforcement, first responders, and medical professionals who responded so bravely in the face of danger, we thank you for your courage. Russia started their anti-U.S. campaign in 2014, long before I announced I would run for president. The results of the election were not impacted. The Trump campaign did nothing wrong. No collusion. Cannot believe how badly DACA recipients have been treated by the Democrats. Totally abandoned. Republicans are still working hard. I will be leaving for Florida today to meet with some of the bravest people on earth, but people whose lives had been totally shattered. I'm also working with Congress on many fronts. Presidential proclamation honoring the victims of the tragedy in Parkland, Florida.